Hallo und willkommen bei TSW5 und dem Flixtrain Vectron. Well, today we are driving the BR9 193 Vectron with Flixtrain, and apologies to any German speakers, I probably absolutely butchered that at the beginning. Oh well, worth a shot. Anyway, this train weighs 382 tonnes in total. We have 8 cars with a total length of 203.4 metres. We are driving from Frankfurt Süd, I think Süd, yeah, Frankfurt Süd to Fulda with the FLX 1240, Stuttgart to Birlin service. The time of departure is about 10 past 9, so let's get the train started up and ready. So I want to turn the cab on first, so we want the master key. Cab is now active, put into forwards, open the doors, brake cut in, then we want to bring the headlights up to full, over to the right screen here. We want AFB, so we want to go to number 6, quick bar, and then over to AFB. 1 here. RFB is now active. The next thing we need to do is turn on the safety system, so shift enter and control enter if you're using the keyboard. If not, they are up the back here, these lot down here. Speaking of which, want to make sure that the parking brake is off, the headlights are set to auto, yep. So that's everything set up. RFB is strange, you have to bring it up to the desired speed you want. So for now 40, and then you need to click the top of the stick. If you are doing this on the keyboard, F brings the speed limit down, R brings the speed limit up. Oh, sorry, if that just went a bit weird there, press the wrong button. If you want to activate the speed that you have set, press Control and F and it will set you to the speed you have chosen, but for now we want to be at 40. So pressing F again to bring it down, then Control F to select. Sorted. So we're going to close the doors now. Just going to quickly check outside that the lights are on properly. They are. Just going to get a quick screenshot. Yeah, we ain't gonna change the weather or anything, we're just gonna have it as it is. So it'd be a bit weird if the thumbnail is completely different to what's actually happening. Oh, no, that's saturation, that is the wrong one. That's the one we want. We want to try and get. There we go, that'll do it. Cool, right, so we're ready to depart, so we need to bring the brakes down. Just wait for them to discharge for a second, because if we put the speedo on whilst they're discharging, we don't get any power. That should be enough. Okay, so straight to Fulda. So when we get up to about 20 kilometers an hour, we'll press the end button on the keyboard, or if not the keyboard, the LZB PCB release button. And now we are cleared of 45. I'm just going to make sure I go past this. Okay, we're good to go. So up to 80. As I say, we're cleared past 85. Sorry, I meant we're cleared past 45. PTB, when you first get started, if you go above 45 kilometers an hour without releasing, the emergency brakes will come on. It's a safety system. There was a accident at one point. I can't quite remember what exactly happened, but what trains were involved, and where it was. But there was a high-speed service had left the station, and I believe there was a regional service in front of it. And I believe the signals had gone a bit wrong, so the train had pulled out at full whack and had gone just straight to the back of it. By the time it had noticed, it wasn't slow enough to be able to stop. So the limit is 45 unless you release and are sure. I'm going to bring it up to 140 miles an hour. So again, R to go up in speed on the AFB, and then Control F to select. I've got 150 now. Oh, was it 150? Apologies. Can't quite see the speedometer very well from my point of view. It does is a little bit small. That's alright. We'll be okay as long as we're not at speed. So we've got 110 coming up. So I'm gonna set it to 110 for now, but we're not going to activate the speed just yet. S-Bahn service underneath us. So this is where the S-Bahn comes out. You can start S-Bahn services from here. Can't remember the name of the station, so I apologise, and you can take them all the way up to let's see if I get the name right. No, can't remember it. take them from here, which is Offenbach, is that how you call it? All the way across here and up to, is it Hanau? Hanau. I think it's Hanau. So it's not a massively long route, but it does take a good bit of time, and you do get up to speed. It's quite a fun little jaunt. Sorry, smacking my microphone. Also, I do apologise if for some reason I suddenly start saying something as if I'm halfway through a sentence or carrying on from one. When I'm not talking, I do tend to mute the microphone, just so there's not any background noise interrupting the in-game sounds, other than my obviously amazing voice. Should probably say that a bit more sarcastically. But yeah, sometimes I mute it, forget I'm muting it, start saying a sentence, and then unmute it, carry on without even starting again because I'm not sure if it's muted or not. So yeah, apologies for that. If that happens. Or if it's already happened, God knows at this point. So I've got a 130 coming up. I'm going to slow down from 110 with that, just so that we're ahead of the curve. This thing has a ridiculously strong braking strength. Pretty sure people in the coaches get thrown forwards every time I activate the speed limit. Slowing down this early, you'd be surprised, will not actually impact our time too much. May a little bit, but it's not actually going to be that much of a problem. This you've seen, this train has ridiculous braking speeds, horrifyingly good acceleration. The coaches on the back are fairly old coaches. I can't remember the name of them. I need to learn up a little bit. But yeah, they're quite. I don't think they're quite that heavy. They're quite lightweight in comparison to like the Dostos. And considering that we're all probably used to Vectrons carrying like 1,000-ton weight behind it with like coal carts and intermodal freight and all that sort of stuff, it just flies, absolutely flies. Which I can see why Flixtrain decided to buy a load of these, because they are good and they do work well with these carriages. And considering that they don't have a lot of services during the day, I think it's like on here there's only like 1, 2, like 7 or 8 through the whole day. I'm pretty sure they don't get quite as well. Actually, I don't know, because I'm hearing that Flixtrain are actually running as, even with the lack of services, are running as really good competitors to DB. That's kind of a bit like Lumo and LNER. Lumo has on a few services through the day, a bit more than Flixtrain obviously, but no, not a massive amount. But they're still able to sort of keep up because of their prices are good, their services are good, they seem to know what they're doing, and Flixbus as well is doing pretty good. They seem to be running National Express in the UK for their money at the moment. So over there is where the S button ends, and your train will come into the signs up here, or you can just quickly get out and grab into the other one because they tend to turn up around the same time. That is quite a good service, so I do recommend doing the S-Bahn services. It's short, it doesn't go very far, but it's quite a nice service to run. Clear to 110, sorry. Sorry, it was just because I was changing it to 120 to get it ready. A good thing about RFB is if you come off the power, you can just come off the power, brake as usual, and then carry on again. So you don't have to worry about speed limits and stuff messing you up. Now we can throw RFB all the way up to. Oh no, we can't because it doesn't work like that on here. No, the RFB does not have the automatic drive on fitted in on the Vectron. It's like the I think it's the 102, if I remember correctly. Is it the 102? It will read out what speed you need to be going at and how long until the slowdown, but it will not control your speed for you, so you do have to do it yourself. If you go over speed, you are still going to overspeed. So if I set this to 200 right now, before hitting that 200, we will go over the speed that we are currently set. Sorry, that's a bit of a mouthful, but so we're now cleared up to 200, which is 125 miles an hour. Apologies if you heard my phone going off. If you've been around before, you've heard the excuse reason why I have to have my phone sound on, so I'm not going to repeat it again. So this is the fastest section on the line. This goes for about 8-10 kilometers of 125 and 200 kilometers an hour, and then after this it's back down to like 160 being the highest at points. This is also the straightest bit of track. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Straightest bit of track you're going to come across. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. Yeah, straightest section of track you're going to come across. It does come back down to 160 before we get into the curvy bits. So the LZB does cut off early on the straights, which I find confusing. I don't know why you wouldn't just keep it going down to the end of it, up to the curves. But I'm sure there's a reason. We're nearly there, nearly 125 miles an hour. 200 kilometers an hour, which I believe is as fast as well, not the PCB, it's as fast as the RFB will let us go in this train. Might open the windows so we get some of the exterior sound in. So we've got the little red G at the bottom there, which means we are coming close to braking limit. As you can see at the top there, the signal's stop, which means that there is a red approaching and we need to start braking fairly heavily to keep ahead of the curve. You can see the curve showing up there and it's all moving backwards. We have to keep ahead of that. If we don't, the emergency brakes will come on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the speed limit back to 160, seeing as that's turning up soon. We now have clear signals again. The LCB has reset. It is counting down to the end at this point. No, it's not. It's counting down to another red, which should be around the end anyway. A couple of extra kilometres will come back down to 160. And then it ends just a little bit past that. Have to for some reason we are stopping. Oh wait, hang on. I think I remember why. Got to reset the AFB. That's fine. Just remember you may need to reset the AFB. Sorry, having a bit of panic there. For some reason I thought the next signal was going to be red, but it's not. It's fine. Carry on. Should have read the LZB. But it does show off the braking and the acceleration of this train, and as you can see, it's really good.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
This is curious. Apparently it does have some sort of speed control then. It's weird because I've never actually come across this before. Well, I'll go with it. I'll be honest, I've never come across this this particular situation before. This is the first time. God, excuse me, I have a wasp in my room and it's buzzing around my face. Give me 1 second. Right, I do apologise. Bloody wildlife's getting in my house. It's that time of year and everyone's trying to find somewhere warm to go. Got spiders all over the place. Wasps all trying to come in. Absolute madness.
Zugbeeinflussung. 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 Zugbeeinflussung.
We're going to take it nice and easy now. It's quite obvious now that we have something ahead of us that we are, well, we're going to be stuck behind for a bit. Okay, so we're just going to let the train tell us what speed we're going to want to be at, which is obviously slowing down because the speed marker's coming back towards us. Pretty sure LZB should have ended by now. I don't see LZB on the ground. The cable's on the ground.
Zugbeeinflussung. 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 Zugbeeinflussung.
I'm pressing PZB to try and acknowledge the yellow, so I don't need to because I'm still on LZB. Anyway, we've got a red signal up in front of us. Let me stop here, I'm just going to quickly turn the safety systems off, turn them back on again and just see, because I'm pretty sure LZB should have ended by now. There's no cable in the track, is it? No. I was thinking suspicion it may be bugged.
Zugbeeinflussung.
There we go. I think that's cleared it. Yeah, no, there's no LCP there. There's no LCP there. Yeah? All concur? Yep, I think there's a bug.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Yeah, we're not allowed to go faster than 45. We'll bring the speed, the RFB, down to 40. Hopefully by the time we get to the next signal we should have a bit of space. There's the suspension working. I do have camera sway set to 100%, so it will sway. Should see the pacer on 200%. Good God, bounces you around no end. It's great. I am looking forward to the HSTs having suspension. I believe with the GWR, with the Great Western Express revamp, it's gonna have suspension added, I believe. I know it's having guard mode, which I am looking forward to. Look, okay, so it's green on green. So this signal's clear, next signal is also clear. So we just have to wait for this one to clear, which just cleared it. Just gonna double check before I speed up. Yep. Alright, we can come back up to 160. God, that motor sounds so good. I do like the sound of German trains. It's like is it the 142s that sound like a musical build-up? Those sound amazing. I've got 130 coming up, so let's get ready for that. So apparently, for the time being, if you're driving on here and you get LCD slowing you down from red, and it stays on past the ND, then just stop the train, turn the safety systems off, back on, get going again. Ooh, that's close. Gonna have that in there. Yeah. I'll just do it for a bit just to make sure. Just set the speed to 140 so we're ready. Okay, it's green on green. So we should be alright. Again. But yes, that was a bit close. Up to 160 just because and control our own speed when we get to 140. Okay, that bottom one was yellow again, so I'm just going to slow down a little bit. It did change back to green. What it is the top signal is your actual signal, and the next signal down is like your home signal, so it basically tells you what the next signal up the line is reading. So the next signal up the line would be a yellow, or it could also be a red. It's kind of the problem. That's why you have to like set home signals before the signal usually. But in this situation, as you've just seen there, top one is your actual one, the bottom one, that's telling me that the next signal was red, so we do have something up ahead of us. Well, not ahead of us, the next block is clear, but there is something in the following block. Wrong button, I press Control G instead of Control F. That's why we have the thing pop up. Just going to check the signal first, and then I'm just going to make sure that I just set that to the right one, because I'm not 100% sure. Yep. We're okay. Yep, that's set correct. So that's probably the train that was in front of us, so we should be clear for the signals ahead now, so we can go up to full speed. Well, I mean in mind that we've got 140 coming up in the second, so just got to go through that. Oh, full power to 100 miles an hour. A little bit of hunting going on. I believe if I remember correctly, this whole route is about 80 kilometres, which is about 60-ish miles, give or take. It's quite a big route. It's kind of like Castle. Well, not quite as big because that was a big route. I think that was 180 kilometres. That's a huge route. Good route. Quite enjoy it. It's nice to have some high speed sort of stuff like that. Can be a bit tedious, I know, but still. We do go under the Castle line further up before we get to Fulda. Do you remember Fulda is also the midsection station on the Castle-Würzburg route. It's definitely gotten a bit of an upgrade with this one. Now I am playing this on the Xbox Series S, which means that I don't have all the layers on, unfortunately. West Coast Main Line I do, and San Bernardino I do. But unfortunately on this one, I don't. But hopefully getting an Xbox Series X in November. So once I get that, I will have to definitely do this again with the full layers on. Because full layers is a bit more busier than this. That doesn't matter, it's still a nice route even with a slight lack of trains, but I can see why they took a fair amount of layers off anyway. With the size of Frankfurt, the size of the map, the amount of services that are scattered across the map as well is insane. Pretty good. It's not quite on the commuter going too far off. I'll admit I do like the AFB setup on here, that you can set to the speed you want and then you have to select it. That is, yeah, that is kind of like tickles my brain just a bit, because you can set up and prepare and then go for it when you're ready, instead of having to worry and smacking your speeds all over the place. Not got long to go, about 18-20 minutes, depending on the Gruber Hill dock or that service that was in front of us. But we hopefully shouldn't be too far behind, we can probably make up the time to be there. Oh, that's the thing. If anybody knows, with the coaches that are on here, right, they have the old like fold-out doors and steps up from the platform. Is there a way? Do they have a way of getting like wheelchair users and stuff onto the carriages? Like, do they have a ramp, or do they just carry them on? Or I do find that a bit confusing, because so I would have thought they were doing some sort of law, but like in the UK, we don't really have step-ups to carriages anymore. It's just flat. It tends to be flat now with automatic doors, so that you can get on with your chairs and that. But I don't know. What's still over in Germany with these kind of carriages? They have rules for it. They have to have ramps. They have to carry them. You know, nothing that just suddenly popped into my brain. I believe we're also approaching the tunnels. I can't remember the names. When we get to the tunnels, I'll have a look on the map and see what the name of them are. We do have some really nice big tunnels. There used to be... there used to only be one. Just get the speed set and carry on. Yeah, here they are. So, there used to be one, and I believe it's the one we're going into now. Yeah, it's got the new one over there. That used to be double tracked. And then for some reason they built the upper one, and then single tracked both. I'm not 100% sure as to why that is. Is it like a compatibility issue? Trains moving at such high speeds and that? Signal issues, stuff like that, I don't know. But, yes, hang on. The name of the tunnels are... What's it on the map? It doesn't. Somebody has to put that in the comments. I can't remember what it's called. But that does mean we're not too far away from Fulda. Fulda? Fulda? No, Fulda, yeah. Probably butchering it again. Either way, we're not far from the end, so... very pretty route. I do like it. There's a lot of change. You've got nice cities, open countryside, closed in woods a little bit like this. Towns. Metric arse, ton of solar panels apparently. There's a couple of routes with like big solar farms next to the tracks. Are they used to power the railway? Because I know that the DB network is run off of, well, supposedly run off of like renewable stuff, so solar, wind. Probably not nuclear, because I don't think Germany has anything nuclear anymore, which is strange. That was a DB Red Vectron over there. Also, that's the thing that I do like about the Vectrons on here, is that a lot of people sort of going, oh yeah, it's just some reskins. Yeah, sure, it's just some reskins, but the interiors of each one are, well, not vastly different, but they do have their differences. And it's quite nice to sort of have to change the way you do things a little bit. Like, the DB Red, I don't think has LZB. This one major difference for that, so you have to try and remember that one. But there was a couple of things with like the control panels, the screens especially, some of the stuff up here are a bit different. So there are some differences, not major ones, but there are some, so they are technically completely different trains from each other. wasn't sure when the Vectron first came out. When TSW5 came out and I put the Vectron in, I was sort of a bit meh. Not really impressed, but doing the passenger runs on it, I'm starting to like the Vectron a lot more. Because it was quite fun to do passenger runs. I do kind of hope we get a bit more, German routes of their Flixtrain services that run across them. I hope we do get a few more. I'm going to try and do conductor mode again because the game doesn't seem to want to crash like it used to. But when I was saying that, I said that last time, didn't I? Well, as soon as it stopped crashing, it kept crashing again. So I'm not really too sure what it is, but another patch has gone through. I haven't had it crash so far. Watch as it crashes. So fingers crossed. I'll do a proper conductor mode. Hopefully it'll work. We'll do it on the West Coast Main Line. Well, should I do it on here? No, I'll do it on West Coast Main Line first and then I'll probably do it on here. So that bridge just going over us, that is the Castle Wurzburg high speed line. So we'll be rejoining that in about 5 minutes or so. Maybe a bit less. Looks like we might just be on time. And there's the high speed line to the left of us. We're now on LCB again. So as you can see, we are in a few minutes early, which is good, even though we had some delays. Alright, keep smacking my headphones.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Just bringing it to around 40, just because we do have a red up ahead.
AFB. AFB.